After we complete the build and we are ready to go live and start entering actual data that's only relevant to our organization, all of this placeholders and test records, we need to clean all of this, get rid of all of this. To do that, there's like multiple ways to do that, but my preference is to use a tool called Salesforce Inspector Reloaded. And not just like for an implementation like this and you're going live for the first time, but rather if you need to perform any edits to the data in the system, this is an amazing way to do that. And generally speaking, you don't want to do these things in a production, a live instance like this. We're just going to do it this time to clean the org, and then for any data, then you might want to do this in a sandbox first, test there to make sure that everything is fine before you actually do it in a production environment. Now, you will find this Salesforce Inspector Reloaded on the Chrome Web Store. You can add it to your Chrome browser or Brave browser or whatever browser that you're using. After you install it, then you're gonna see this button here, this arrow to the right side. It's gonna show up regardless of where you are in Salesforce. It's always there. Let's click that button, and then we want to look at data export. I'm gonna like open it in a new page. You can click it to open it in this page. I'll open it in a different page. And this is where we can run a query, and this is how you can retrieve things from Salesforce. And I will not bother you so much with how to write a query. This is called SOQL, SOQL, Salesforce Object Query Language. So we're going to use like the templates here. We're going to use the first template, which is select ID from. We're just using it for the purposes of cleaning the org. So what we're going to put after the from is the name of the object that we need to clean. I'm just going to select gift transaction, and it gives us suggestions down here. So this is the object that we want to clean. If I click run export, it's going to like tell us like the list of records that are in the system. This is like the data that we can export to a CSV or an Excel file. It's like a report that we can run. So you could do that and then click delete records right away. Because I want to keep some of the test records here, I'm just gonna add this step. You don't have to do it, but we could add like a where clause. And I want the ones that are fully refunded only. I don't want to delete everything fully. I think I copied it earlier, so I don't have to do that. Yeah. And I will run export. You can also add like next to the ID, you can add a comma and then another field just to make sure. So if I add like the status field, then I will see the ID and then the status. So these are the gift transactions in the system that have the status fully refunded. If we look at gift transactions here, and I already have a list view that's filtered to show me only the fully refunded ones. So these are the records that we have with the status fully refunded. I can go ahead and click delete records, which takes me to the import page, which is also a Salesforce Inspector thing. And we don't need this field. We can skip this field. But if you didn't add the status field, then you don't have to do that step either. And it's automatically doing pretty much everything. It's setting the action to delete because we click delete, and then it's setting the object to this. It's detecting which, because this is like an Excel sheet, it needs to map the name of the column to the field in Salesforce. So it's doing the mapping here automatically as well. So we can run the delete right away. And then it will let us know like if this was a success or not. And then if we go down back here and refresh this, then it got cleaned. So this is how you can use Salesforce Inspector to clean the data. There is a ton more to Salesforce Inspector than this, but this is meant for how to clean the data in the system only. You're gonna want to repeat this process. So you see like we have this arrow down here, and then I'll do another export. I'll go select the template and do that for accounts. I'm gonna select accounts, run export, and then delete records. Repeat this for opportunities. So I'm gonna have to repeat all of this for all the objects that we will be using, and we want to get rid of all of the test records and dummy records that we had before.